What's up, guys? Got our pipe loaded, so just gonna go through here, check all these straps, make sure everything is good and secured. And with this pipe and stuff, or with any flatbed stuff, if you're not sure exactly how many straps you're supposed to use, then the best thing to tell you is, if you're in doubt, use more straps. Now we'll just come back and check all of our straps. Make sure they're tight, man. Gotta be tight. They gotta sound like a guitar string. Make sure all these sound like a guitar string. There we go. Tight, tight, baby. Tight, tight. That's what I like. Tight. Sound like a guitar string, son. There we go. I can use some more on that one. It's hot out here in Pecos. Anyway, guys, got our load from Pecos, Texas. We're headed to Utah, boys. Utah, man, I miss all this over the road stuff. Oh, it was great. Let's go ahead and jump back up in here in the truck. Woo, it's hot out here in Pecos. We gotta make sure our BOLs are correct, that we're going to the right place. So we just picked up in seats at C-Tap, which is a company out here in Pecos that does pipe. It's a pipe yard. And then we're taking it to Vernal, I think that's how you say it, Vernal, Utah. So never been there. It's gonna be my first time going up there. Apparently there's a lot of mountains, so we'll see how we do. It's just gonna be another C-Tap yard there in Utah, so just making sure everything is correct. This load here is Oilfield, so we'll see how much money we make on this load, and hopefully it's pretty good. I ain't mad at it. But anyway, guys, if you guys are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. Make sure those bell notifications are turned on so that you guys don't miss any content from me. Anyway, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about hazmat in the oil field, and that's something that you should probably have if you're going to come out here and be a truck driver in the oil field. And the reason I say this is because truck drivers with a hazmat endorsement are probably the highest truck drivers paid out here right now. Now, these companies out here in the oil field, if you have a hazmat endorsement, they are paying you some money. And a lot of these companies are starting you off right around $30 an hour, and I've even seen all the way up to $37 an hour, and obviously overtime paid after 40. So the reason I know this is because I was talking to a driver the other day, and he's getting paid, I think he said around $32 an hour, and then after 40 he gets paid his overtime. And then I thought it was interesting, so I called another buddy of mine who actually hauls oil out in the oil field and asked him how much he was getting paid. And then he told me he was getting paid $35 an hour, and then obviously overtime after 40. So I decided to do a little bit of research on my own and found out that my old company that I used to haul fuel out here for is starting drivers off at $37 an hour to transport fuel from the refinery to the frac site. And after talking to some of these drivers out here that have a hazmat endorsement and are actually hauling hazardous materials out here in the oil field, I come to find out that they're making like 70 to 80, even 90 hours a week. After I heard this, I decided that maybe I should let you guys know that actually getting a hazmat may not be such a bad idea. Now, I'm sure some of these companies would require you to have at least 2 years of experience. At least that's been my experience when dealing with companies who haul hazmat. And almost all of these companies out here in the oil field that require you to have a hazmat will require you to have a tanker's endorsement also. So that's what we mostly deal with, is just hauling fluid, especially out here in the oil field. So I let my hazmat go back in 2020 when I quit working for Grundite Transport. I never thought I would ever need my hazmat anymore, but now that I see that these companies out here that haul hazmat in the oil field are paying really good money, it's kind of got me thinking that maybe I should go back and get my hazmat again. It might be an opportunity that I don't want to miss out on. Now, for those of you who do not have a hazmat and are interested in getting a hazmat, I did some research. The rules have changed since I went and got my hazmat way back in 2015. And I believe now you actually have to take a course, just basically like a class. And I believe they have different courses online that you can take. And I researched them yesterday, and come to find out they're about $69 to $120 per course. Now, once you pass that course, I believe what happens then is that you have to go to kind of fingerprinting facility where they then get your fingerprints and then do your background check. Now, this can take a little bit, so I believe what you have to do then is wait until they send you a little letter in the mail, and once they send you that letter that you're good and your background is clear, I believe the next step is to actually go to the DMV like we used to back in the past, take your hazmat endorsement test, make sure you pass your hazmat endorsement test, and then you get your hazmat endorsement on your CDL. Now, from the research that I was doing last night, this seems correct, but if it isn't, please let me know down in the comment section. So once again, what you're gonna have to do is take a course online, get your fingerprints and background check done, and then go up to the DMV with your certificate and your fingerprint and background check, and then take your endorsement test. Now, even if you're not interested in hauling hazmat out in the oil field or doing hazmat at all, to be honest with you, hazmat is really not a bad thing to have. It could actually become very, very useful and give you more opportunities in the trucking industry. Now guys, this is something that I've been thinking about, and I think I might go get my hazmat again just to keep my options open if I do decide to go work for one of these hazmat companies out in the oil field, which I'm really considering after I saw how much they're paying right now. Now this gig right here that I'm doing, hauling all this pipe and stuff for the oil field, it seems like a pretty good gig. I can't complain, but you do a lot of driving, and it's pretty much OTR, and you work your butt off tarping and strapping. You guys who have ever done flatbed know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not scared of work, but if there's an easier job out there that pays pretty good, you can bet that I'm probably gonna go do that. Like I said before in my other video, this job was really just get me back going to work. Because like I said, water hauling companies, if you go to a water hauling company or somewhere that don't have to have hazmat, you're probably most likely gonna be driving a very crappy truck. And that's just something that I didn't want to do anymore, as you guys know. So I've been doing this job right here for about a week now, and I did make $1,400 in 4 days. That comes out to being about $350 a day, which really isn't bad money. I actually made a little bit more at Mesquite. I believe I was doing around $375 to $400 a day when I was hauling water. This really isn't a bad gig, and you get to sleep every night. You can do what I'm doing now, which is hauling like drilling pipe to drilling rigs, or casing to drilling rigs, or pipe to pipeline. Pretty much flatbed work for the oil field. But I do recommend that you guys try to look for a hazmat job. Get your hazmat endorsement if you don't already have it, because I'm telling you guys, they are paying some serious money right now. And I saw your guys' comments about North Dakota and Utah and stuff. And it is true that North Dakota and Utah do pay a lot more than they do in Texas. I was pretty surprised to see that, but I appreciate you guys in the comments pointing that out for everybody. But guys, let's go ahead and get this load back to El Paso. I'm gonna reset in El Paso before I head to Utah. Get going back there, maybe spend a day at home, get some work done. But I appreciate all of you guys who follow me, who keep watching the videos. It is greatly appreciated. And like always, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. I promise you won't regret it. And make sure those bell notifications are turned on. And guys, until next time, keep it between the ditches.